Hi everyone, this is Bobo Juice. How are you doing? Today I'm posting my first video on Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm really excited to be doing this. So I'm a free-to-play player, and I've started fairly recently, so I'm sort of still within the first 90 days. So I've been playing for 81 days, so like sort of early mid-game-ish. And today I just wanted to like go through my arena team and my struggles in arena. I see a lot of videos around about how to optimize arena, but actually as a new player, it's really quite challenging. So I just wanted to go through what I'm doing, and it would be great to hear people's thoughts and see how I can improve it. Okay, so let's get straight into it, right? So first I wanted to show you a little bit who's in my arena team, right? So a lot of videos for newbies suggests to have a speed aura and then speed, and then go with some nukers and then have a debuff in there and then go with some nukers, right? So that's pretty much what I've done, guys. So Haikatoon, you get her for free. She has a great speed aura that will be probably useful for a really long time. So what I've done, I've just stuck on some speed gear. I haven't even kind of upgraded all of them, just whatever I had, just to make sure that she has her turn fairly quickly so that she can rally the horde and fill that turn meter for my other champions so that they can go first, right? So the main objective of these nuka teams is really to just go first and just wipe out the enemy team. Debuff. So my debuffer here is Tomb Lord. He's a legendary, but I was lucky enough to get this guy, so I'm using it as a debuff. There are other options as well, like the War Maiden that you can just farm. But basically he has Blight, which is incredible because it has the best decreased attack and the best decreased death in the game, and they're all in one, and it's 100% chance. So this guy, I have him built up for speed and accuracy just to make sure I land those debuffs, and then also um, make sure that he goes before Kyle. Right, so now my Nuka. Nuka is Kyle. As for most people that start, your Nuka is going to be Kyle. Now the only thing with my Kyle is that he's not built for arena, right? So I have him in lifesteal and accuracy. I use him for clan boss. He's essential for clan boss. He puts in 2 to 3 to 4 million damage. I need him to do that, so I can't really give him any kind of arena gear. But this is where he's at, right? So he's got the crit rate that you actually need, but he's not got very good crit damage, unfortunately. But he's fast enough that he can go shortly after Tomb Lord and get that damage in. The last champ I've got in there is the Miscreated Monster, who's got an AoE stun, so any surviving ones he can kind of try and polish off, and then maybe those who are still alive he can try and stun. I've got him in kind of life speed gear. So he's got quite a decent amount of speed, but really not built for arena either. So I use him in most of the other content, dungeons, clan boss. So he's not great at arena. So you can see his crit rate is really low and his crit damage is quite low as well. But anyway, this is my team, right? So let's go into arena now. So I'm stuck in in bronze 4. Sorry, I did manage to get into silver 1. Like for a day, but then just drop back down to bronze 4, and it's been quite difficult since to get back up. I'm kind of stuck in the challenges at the moment that require you to reach silver 1 and get those silver shields or whatever they're called, right? So, okay, so my basic philosophy is never to play against a team with a speed aura because that's quite tricky. So what I look for is any team that doesn't have a speed aura. Definitely not going against this guy with an arbiter, no thanks. And so if you look here, really, there's only one option, which is this one, right? So let's just try that, right? So they're about 20k above me, and let's just give it a go, right? So my team is not built for arena. Apart from my Haikatoon and my Tomb Lord for the debuff, but I just want to show you how it does. So I've got that debuff coming in first, and as you can see, it's quite successful for most of them, except here, which was resisted. So I have my Haikatoon going next, which is going to fill the turn meter, making sure that they go first. I mean, here I have no issue, because look how far off they are. So he's not going to kill them, obviously, but you see he's done reasonable damage to some of them. but not really. I mean, the opposing team is a high HP team, so they're going to last a long time. But now, here I am, and it's turn 1. They haven't really played yet. I've got one of them stunned, and I've already killed one. So now we continue, and we see what we can do with his with Tomb Lord's A2, so that if it's a crit, it kind of puts on poison, so everyone's got a poison. It's not really that great. That's not his job, but he's done a little bit of damage. Next, we try and decrease that turn meter, so she was successful in decreasing one, which is better than whatever. So I'm just going to try and kill that Tomb Lord as soon as possible, and just make sure that he doesn't do his buff, which he may actually do. No. And so now we see we've got most of the team wiped off. That guy has a revive. Obviously my Hakutun is not built to last, right? So, and then what we want to do is just reduce it to just one enemy as quickly as possible, and then just polish off the rest. I think that's usually what I do. And now here I can just reasonably just auto the rest of this. So this team was about 20k, 30k above the rating of my team, but you can see with this kind of speed team, with the debuff and everything, you should be quite successful at winning. Then again, you don't find these teams often. As you can see, I just refreshed, and this was the only team that I could actually confidently play against. What happens usually with any of these other teams, they have better gear, you know, better speed gear. They generally win, right? So, I mean, maybe let's try this one. I might actually win because Spirit Host only has a 10% buff and I have a 19, so at least that's 9% extra speed for them to make up. But this guy has an apothecary who is generally very fast. So you can see they went first, she went second, and I'm going to probably, oh, well, at least I get to play before Kyle, so maybe I can put on my, yeah. So as you see, I've kind of lost quite well there. Now all the debuffs are gone, and I'm just left with, and there you go. So guys, hopefully that was a good good intro, and I'm happy to hear what anyone has to say about this. Okay, thanks very much for listening, guys.